Oh, different phone, different placing, not my horrible old feet. Puppies, yes. Next one, let's go. Oh, I just need to put you on this one so I can see chat. They're still at. Not my horrible old feet. Ooh. There we go. Right, next puppy. I'll let everyone try and catch up. Below any means. They've all gone to sleep. Willow's made such a mess. Damn it. Hopefully everyone finds us. I know. They're all asleep at the minute. Well, grumbling. They've got that pinky tone because of the heat lamp. Still need some heat. Willow. Not with me trotters. Get me trotters off. Not better. That'll be right. Hopefully everyone finds us. If you can. Nice one, Jamie. Thank you. Right, we'll move on. Who next? Hello, little boy. Who's squeaking? Come on then, little girl. Your collar's gone loose. These collars, daughter bought, got really loose quickly. Oh, Willow. Because they're her puppies, I don't want to stop her. She's just doing her job. But her timing sucks. Right, Willow, enough. And she's on. Silver, how are you doing? This is my little buddy. When she's had some food, I'll show you. Oh, it's in the way there. What even is that? Hang on. Sorry, I got kicked. That was odd. So back on feeding this little lady. She is the one. I opened her eyes first. Started to play first. Started to try and climb out first. Buddy, how you doing? Got my little buddy. But again, she stands on her back legs like a little old man. Silver, how's things up north? When do the kids go back, Silver? They're soon, aren't they? Willow, get out that bag. Oh, no, you're in there. Sorry. How's your visitor, buddy? Lovely. I was all prepared and I went and got school shoes last week. I'm never the most organised, so that's like angel status for me. On the manufacturing box that the milk comes in, they've got the guidelines on of how much they should have each day. Now for these, it's just to help mum because so many. So I just eyeball it from the size of their tummies and the feel of the tummies. And when they start to chill out, they'll relax, but then they'll feed on just to top off. See how she's windmilling. Trying to stop them doing that onto my hand because it hurts. They've taken the skin off my hand and my wrist. They're like Edward Scissorhands. These tiny little paws have nails so sharp like cat claws. but they don't retract. They're constantly there. Wow, you're hoovering that up, little girl. They're still nice and young to the point where they'll have the food and they'll go to sleep. Oh, and she's off again. Is it? Should have heard of barking before, Silver. He was the first one to learn to kind of howl and find a voice. Oh, that's a light stripe. Fox red with a tidy white mark on her forehead. She is really vocal. Really vocal. This little one's bold. She's, I like her character. She's not shy. She's got a little bit of oomph to her. She's grumbling. You sucked the life out of that bottle already. Hang on. It needs air. Come back. She's learning to run. It's a bit of a stagger forward. She's so strong. Stagger forward and fall flat in the face. Oh my God, 15 years. Nice one. 15 years. These new mats, I absolutely love them. Better than like your disposable puppy pads or even the old-fashioned newspaper one. Just a huge absorbent mat that you stick in the washer that's waterproof. Jobs are good. And Wild Edibles, how are you doing? Oh, no way. These ones just turned 2 weeks on Thursday. 18 days old. How's things with you, Wild Edibles? Someone's dreaming. I see that video is funny. Still right off noodles. I think get your face on. Just like they do with Mum, they'll let go and go looking for a new one. Wow, you squished that ball. Which takes them some tempting back. Oh God, yeah. I love it. They're just starting to playing with each other. And if they can't get anybody to play with them, they'll just chew their own feet or tail. What? Nothing. Just the rain. The bird?
No, it was loud.
Oh, it was loud?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was just the rain because it's heavy rain. Right, Evie. Not be long, alright? Right, she is just about finished that bottle. So we're going to move on to the next one. Little fat belly. There, you give her face a clean. That's my finger. they don't just suck because they're hungry, they suck for comfort as well. So it's gauging whether they're just suckling on. Because they will suck and suck and suck until their tummies are ready to blow. Ooh, right, next one. Right, first one to choose a colour. There is blue, there's pink, and there's green. Pick a colour. D. Jones, how you doing? First one to pick a colour, I'll do that one. Green, blue, or pink. Green, Jamie. That is her dog, nicknamed Bruce, from the shark from Finding Nemo, because he is enormous. Wow, Bruce. We're cleaning, so we'll let Mum do her thing. Now Bruce is huge and he's chilled out unless Mum's bugging him. And he's just lovely. Right, so here we have the giant that's Bruce. He's enormous compared to the rest. Hey Bruce. He's just a lovely, big, chunky boy. He was first born. And the size difference, and even just since last night, is wow. Stop climbing out, little people. Oh, face plant. Nah. So the door will be getting shut a lot. Hey, Bruce. He can literally inhale these bottles. He's just massive and he's strong. But he's also just so chilled. I'm doing well. I've not been clawed yet. How you doing, Scott? How's things with you? No. I've got enough. However hard temptation is, and I know that daughter likes the fox red with the white stripe. My boyfriend likes the light blue. I like the little black girl. Well, I like the couple. I like the fox red that looks like she's going to be a thick long coat. The little girl with the white stripe on her chin. There's quite a few. But as they get older, I think that it's going to get easier to let them go when they get past the mega cute stage and just cause bedlam. But again, he stands up on his back legs. They're like little old men waving their arms around. He's so strong, he pushes that bottle away. Hey, little boy. D. Jones, are you in Canada? I have it in my head that you're in Canada. Am I right or am I wrong? Rose, how you doing? Right, Willow, Sam, pack it in. So Willow and Sam have decided it's a mad 5 minutes. Pack it in. Sam, stop. Now. Hey, Bruce. And he's just like a barrel. Blue next. I'll do blue next. Next, I will do daughter's boyfriend's favourite. I am doing so well. I'm not getting scratched. Now, there's two blues. There's light blue and there's dark blue. They both like to turn themselves into a U shape when they're feeding. Aww. Yesy, how are you doing? I'll show you Bruce against the girl that I just fed. He's just massive. I mean, his ribs, he's like a barrel. He's just a big, strong lad. Again, I let her do her thing. At least he stood up for you. Bruce is starting to chill out already. He's got a lovely soft but thick coat. Like, need some air in that bottle. Let's see how he's sucked it. Pretty much completely dry. These bottles with the silicone teats have been the best thing ever. I use the Beefar milk, and their own bottles are a lot smaller than that, but the teats are like an orangey rubber, and they're hard, and they're long, and they're skinny, and they're just not great. So we went silicone. And a massive difference feeding wise as well. They prefer it as much as I do. He's that strong, it's a bit like feeding a lamb. He's constantly pushing on that bottle. Yeah, he's actually stood up on his back legs. He's like a little old man. They all push and fight to feed off the man, and they do it with the bottle as well. Nessie, do you want the light blue or the dark blue? Yeah, those bottles, I really don't like them. Beefar's own bottles, just don't like them. These, it was 2 for $6.99 from Amazon. You get a whole different range of teats with them. The soft silicone, them all like natural, I suppose. And they just feed a lot better off them. Panicking. I'll show you my army egg. Ouchie. I need to take the hook ends off these claws, I think, because they're lethal. They're like 9 Edward Scissorhands with 4 feet. Yeah, I tend to. I'm changing how I'm holding them a little bit because of all the claw holes. It's not just scratches, they like take sheets of skin off. They grab you right, they're like razors. So the usual way of feeding them, I'm changing it a little bit. The hand under the chest. And I was getting them on the arm, but their claws. It's like, no, not happening today, thank you. I see you. Hello, you. Jose, how you doing? Nessie, do you want light blue or dark blue? Look at her trying to climb out. Get your little butt down. Mystical, how you doing? Mystical, he's the biggest one out of the litter. And he's still huge compared to the rest of them. In fact, I'll show you next to Blue, I think. He's always been on the scales about 1.5 times the size. When they were 400 kilos, he was 600. Right, Bruce is about done. So, we'll do bright blue. So, you've got the two puppies, can you even see? So you've got Bruce and you've got that little fella. Huge difference. He's a lot longer haired as well. Is Bruce. Right, you go back in there, son. Next one. Hello, little boy. He is ridiculously long legged. He's going to be really tall. Hello, girl. And he's also really smooth, short haired. His hair is like velvet. He's also really bad for the scratches. Oh, hang on, I'll show you the scratches. So, you can even see I haven't cut all of my hands, my fingers, my wrist, inside of my wrist. I've got a couple on that because I'm switching over onto that hand, but it's nowhere near as bad. It's when they ball the hands and get into your flesh, that hurts. I keep meaning to get a sock and just cut the end out. Yeti, you too. Lovely, lovely to see you. Thanks for coming in. And again, stand up tall. Mr. Whistle, how are you doing? Okay, Rose. Mary, how are you doing? He's really leggy and he's really long in his body. I think he's going to be built like Jack. Really tall. And he's got such a handsome face on him. Can't you, little man? You need to grow into your ears. Your ears are huge. Yeah, they're going to be stunning. I mean, Willow's beautiful. And Jack, he's just so handsome. He's got a beautiful head on him. His dad, he was very much like Jack, but he was longer haired. Jack's shorter haired. He's actually got a finer coat for a lab. Willow's got the double coat, the thicker one. What? What are you saying? Bit like Sam. Sam's like a black polar bear. His coat is ridiculously thick. How long as we used with Joe Jose? I've not seen it for ages. I need to catch up on yours. He's making short work of that. When I've got them all fed, I'll have them out on the mat. I'll move some of that fluff. In fact, I don't want them getting hold of that. And change the mat. I got these mats yesterday. They're just bit short of width-wise than the actual whelping box, but really like them. Just stick them in the washer. A 2-pack, so you've always got one to go ready. Some have already been chosen. One of the owners to be is coming over to see his little girl tonight. A friend and a daughter's were over last Friday. Someone else is wanting one of the Fox Red girls. But everyone is being checked out. So I know they're going to be decent owners. An old lady sounded lovely on the phone. Really, really pretty, lovely, lovely, lovely lady. But then we found out that her husband was banned from keeping animals, any animals, for 7 years. That did run out 2 years ago, but the ponies were malnourished. The house, I know which house is theirs, and it's run down, it's got holes through the roof. And for all it wasn't dogs, and the bans actually ended 2 years ago, no, they're not getting one. So they've been told they've all gone. If they're not going to look after them, they don't get. Sure about that, Mystical? This young man loves a cuddle. He gets up on your shoulder, nuzzles into your neck, and just goes to sleep. It's really sweet. Yeah, well, daughter's got friends in their village, and apparently for all it was him, the father, that got the ban. The son and the daughter didn't, and they were buying animals in the wife and the son's name. And no. So for all she sounded lovely on the phone, not happening. You moving some? Yeah, it was ponies. They got a ridiculous number of ponies. They weren't feeding them properly. They weren't just looking after them. They were kept in filth. And he got a fine and 7-year animal ownership ban. He apologised to the court and said that he was ashamed and that he just didn't have the money, I think was his excuse. But no. Swifty, how are you doing? Welcome to the puppy madhouse at the minute. We've got 9 lab pups, so to help Mum out, I bottle feed 3 times a day. And they were sucking her to death. And she didn't have the most milk in, really, for all these, so. Do you know what? I've not had enough coffee today. I'm all out of sync with it being school holidays. Our school holidays finish first week in September. It's always kind of around the 5th. So I'm out my routine. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you. Not sure if you still got a million stick insects. Do you know what, Nutter? You could have two puppies, right? You've got Poppadom, and you could have Mango, and you could have Chutney. How's that for a plan? Nutter's got a cat called Poppadom that's more like a dog than a cat. I'm going to have to put you some more milk in, mister. Right, hang on. More milk. Stay there. They're drinking loads today. Oh, where are you going? And drop and roll. Right, a little bit more, and then you're done. Get your nose away from that jug. You're not having it. I've lost count. Jenna, how you doing? Hey, little boy. So he's about had enough. The eyes are starting to go. Right, little man. Next. So next we'll go Foxy. And we will go Stripe. She's got a really, really faint stripe just running through there. You're not getting the milk, Willow. She's got a really thick coat. It's getting thicker by the day. She's also darkened down a lot, which is exactly what Jack did. She's the noisiest. If there's one barking or trying to howl, you can guarantee it's her. Daisy, how you doing, chick? Like, do you know what? I think it's just because she's light, but Bruce is enormous next to it. Well, saying Bruce, he hasn't got a name as yet, but it's a nickname from the film Finding Nemo, because he's so big. Wow, you're draining that little girl quick. Turn it back. They've just started to wag their tails as well as play. Yesterday was the first real day that they've been wagging. It's amazing. They go to sleep and then they wake up doing something completely new. Hello, little man. The little boy I've just fed just looking at me. He's going into milk coma. I think I might get away with this without being clawed into oblivion. Trying to hold her so you can see it. Hang on. It's a bit better. Another one that likes to twist and turn as she's eating. Yeah, the other boy, we've got another boy to do. He's good at waving, and his claws are lethal. He gets me. I'm kind of having a lucky run today of not getting butchered. when I fed them all, I'll get them all out. And that's when they either latch onto Willow or start playing. Willow? No. She's brought a squeaky ball in. She's constantly on patrol, listening for anything to go barking at the door. She's very protective of them. There's 9, Jonah. I'm going to get them all out after I've finished the feed. The destruction from Willow in that toy. Ugh. See all that fluff? That wasn't there before. R.I.P. Ryan's World. And now, Willow. Willow. Got a ball and a gob. There, can you see it again? Ooh, falling over. See, her belly's starting to get a bit full. So we'll move on from her. But look at her. You're beautiful. Right, we shall go for little Mr. Windmill. Come on, little boy. Wow, you've grown. He is a very handsome young man. And you can smell the milk on my hand. He's another one going to be really tall, I think. Are you tired? Hello, little boy. Right, you ready? You steady? Go. Right. He gets into all different shapes and he's the worst on the claws. Swimming in a half. He also bends himself into strange shapes. He doesn't like to lay straight. But when he feeds, he gets himself at funny angles. And he's off. He's got a really smooth short coat. Haven't you, little man? So soft, it's like velvet. Bill, congratulations. Very well done. The world just opened up for you. Now comes looking for a car and getting it insured. Bill passed his driving test today. If you don't know Mick, sorry, Willow's putting me off. You don't know Mick's son Bill. Mick, do you want to stick Bill's link in? He's a very, very talented musician. Plays in a couple of bands and he teaches guitar. He's a good lad. You kind of finished already. He likes to play. If the rest are asleep and he's not, he goes around trying to wake them up. get them to play with him. Don't you knock that phone, missus. Yeah, Jana, first litter as well. Unexpected litter, I might add. But she's been absolutely brilliant. She's actually got a mutant ninth nipple, which is a bit that works, which is kind of fate with this lot. But she wasn't producing as much milk as we liked, and she ended up getting mastitis starting in 1. So painkillers and antibiotics. And she's apart from that, she's brilliant. When they first started walking, she kind of was like, oh my God, what's going on? Because they were absolutely dive bombing her and climbing all over her. She is way too young to be having litters, which was never the plan. She's laid there nudging that ball with her nose. She's also covered in hickeys, where they can't get onto her teeth. They're just latching on and sucking on it. It's comfort. And she's covered in hickeys. She's brought this ball. She's wanting them to play when I get them out. Let me see. After this one, we've got Foxy Lady. And then I think we're done. I should make myself a little chart and tick them off. I usually do. So the smaller boys, smaller girls, and then I move on to the big ones, but I kind of did it haphazard today. Yeah, they gave her antibiotics and painkillers, and they made a huge difference for her. Huge difference. I mean, the first couple of days after she had them, I had to bribe her with food to get her out to go toilet, because she just didn't want to leave her babies. So I was taking her through the house, leading her with a sausage roll, or sausages, or a piece of chicken. Nice one, Bill. Very well done. But it has, that world just opened up. I learnt to drive in Newcastle Centre and nestled in an area called Fenham. And for my reversing round a corner, took me up a little skinny road that was barely wider than Willow. Away with that ball. Barely one lane. And I had to reverse round a corner up there. And I was that relieved that I got my reversing round a corner on that bit and I'd nailed it. I was totally relaxed. Little by little bit, it's going to be really, really strange being able to drive on your own. You almost feel a little bit lost at first, so just practice. Just get yourself out. My daughter hit the wrong lane and she ended up on the motorway the day after she passed the test and got a car. And she was absolutely terrified. Motorways, it's not your driving, it's the people around you that you've got to watch for. So when you first start doing motorways, just be careful. You're getting a nice tummy full, little man. She's doing that for bad. When me and her feed, Sam and Jack kind of stand guard. Stand back and watch. Ah, I see milk coma rise. Foxy. So we're moving on to the little girl that I call Foxy Lady. She's like a little bear. There you go, you're going to sleep. So that's that little boy. Hey, little boy. I'll get the last of scratch twitching. Like, I'm a bit allergic to them when I get scratched. They itch like mad, but they hurt. Because they hold them all the same way, they cut us over and over and over in the same cut. It's like torture. Alright, where is she? Come on, Fluff. Oh, you want to clean her? Go on then. So this little girl is going to meet her for... Oh, I didn't even see Jack there. Forever home owner tonight. She's going to be going and living with a fox red cockapoo as well. She's ridiculously fluffy and soft. I think she's going to be quite long haired. Willow, what are you doing behind the door? And I said to her, I'll quickly pick this fluff up. Attempt to, because it's everywhere. Get them out. It doesn't take long for the milk to hit the spot and to go cross-eyed. They've all piled on. So Dalton made a good job. I cut the door purely because of the shape of it. I got the hinges and had to put chocks wood on the inside because the wood was just too short for screws. But that's going to start having to be locked because they've learned to get out. And they're only going to do it more and more and more. It's going to have a run, an extra run, on the side here and it extended out. So daughter's boyfriend's going to have to get on with that this weekend because they're going to need it. What a beautiful part of the world, Johnny, you're from. I'd love to go to Tennessee. This one I could stroke her all day because she's just so thick and ridiculously soft. And her little ears, she's darkening. Look at those claws. Keep your claws to yourself, little lady. I think I've got away today without actually being mauled. Although I've got another feed to do later on. When I get them out in a minute, you'll see the size difference with Bruce and the black girl compared to the others. You're doing well, girl. You didn't drain that. Janet, beautiful. Nature and being out in places like mountains is my happy place. Oh, you've got some ducks on as well, John. Hang on, I'm going to save that. I can't believe the destruction. When I started this live, it wasn't like that at all. Still acts like a puppy, Jim. Exactly. Don't you be chewing that ball, Willow. Oh, wait. Mrs. Don't you be teaching these pups bad habits. She plays like a cat. Oh, someone's dreaming. Hey, little girl. Little stubby tail. She's still pouring. How old's Lucky now, Silver? Did you say that? Oh, he's 5 now. Go, ignore me. Willow, stop now. Stop it. You can look at me like that all you want. Ah! Stop it. Willow. I did have 2 of these bottles as well, but I left it on the ground and I didn't see that somebody had pinched it and never been seen again. You nearly done, little girl. I don't think their teeth will be far away either. They're trying to chew. I know, Jim. It's nuts. Right, little girl, you're about done. The little dream barks and howls are so cute. Yeah, she's still swimming. Willow. So another week or so, it's weaning time. And that's going to be messy. But I think these pads that I've got, these washable pads, are going to be the best thing I've ever bought. Really like them. Although the images are a bit iffy. The bones, I'll show you. I did have to look twice at a couple. Willow, stop chewing. Behave. Willow. She's trying to chew that bar. She's trying to destroy it. She's starting to chill out and just go. Right, Mrs. Put you back in. You've had your quota of milk, and I'm quickly. Oh, I've got to get up. I'm getting too old for sitting on the floor. Playing havoc with my ankles. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm going to move you over here while I quickly pick this stuff up. I'll just twist you and turn you. And I'll be 2 minutes. I get this floor. Ouch. Ouchie. Oh, way too old. I'll just pick this fluff up. I don't want them getting the fluff. I'll get them out. I'll show you these mats as well. They are fabulous. And I will have to hoover daughter's carpet to hide the evidence of fluff everywhere. Willow, you little madam. And it's all the way down the hall. And that teddy is no more. Right, that'll do for now. Get some paper. And we'll get them out. And we'll have to change the lights. Right, I'm back. Babies! Hey, pups! There's a few milk covered in there. So just need a drink. Right, let's get them out. Hi Danny, you alright? I'll just give you a wrench. Adrian, how are you doing? Right, let's get them out. Move you around. Anne-Marie, how are you doing? So we have Foxy Lady, a little maroon collar. Can't believe how much they've grown overnight. Hey girls. I'm letting you out. Here's my little buddy, the little character. So that the red collar is another little girl. So actually that's the girls are out. Apart from the Foxy. Hang on, I need to arrange this a bit. So I've got all the girls out. I'll just grab these boys. Come on, little boys. I say little, where's Bruce? You're getting a bit big to lie under there, son. Willow, you're going to knock it flying. So, there's Bruce, Mr. Green Collar. The giant that is Bruce. Right, Willow, watch out. Come on then. Hey, babies. Come on, little man. He's chasing his mum. So they're getting really fast on their feet. And starting to want to play. Willow's come to see them. Ocean Graveyard, how you... Oh, you changed your name. Hang on, I'll give you a wrench. Oh, thought the options had changed there. T-Rep, how are you doing? Where are you going? They're all going to mob the mum. Or try and mob the mum. So daughter was getting the colour. She had, being 9, she had to get a big pack. And she was debating which colour, which book was going to get which colour. So the girls have got girly pinks and purples and red. And the boys are blues, the greens. The orange. What are you doing, little girl? Yeah, that's sweetheart. We've got some well and truly milk combers. I've just fed them and they're still at the mark. How's things, Emery? Yeah, they do. Very much so. Where's she at? Where are you going? Oh, Willow's doing her mum duties as they're following her. I'll just turn that light on, it's a bit dark. You lot stay there. Where are you all going? And this teaching them the top of the hand is where this is good for. Come over here, little girl. They're just a swarm of cuteness. So, now this is the little pocket rocket. This is the little girl. She has got, see, she's got that little light bit under her chin, if I get the light right. She's just flopped. She is very, very, very cute. Hey, little one. Coffee time. And then we have Brucey Bonus. The biggest boy. Well, the biggest one out of them all. Hang on. He is just a giant. Sam, out. Out. Sam, out. Leave them. How have I done that? Oops. My battery's gonna die. Sam, out. She doesn't mind the boys being in, but when the pups are out, she gets a bit protective of them. She doesn't like them too close. And now that they're all wandering, that's not so easy. Hey, little ones. Oh, got a little waggy tail there. Hey, little boy. Little girl. I'll get you wrong there. Little Miss Pink Collar. You want to play? She's trying to play. Right, here, look. Get out of the pile. Hello. And Bruce. He's really chilled. And he's moaning at me. Little light blue's taken the opportunity to get some one-on-one time with his mum. Little Miss Pink Collar is trying to play with the new mat. I've got this little boy crawling up on my knee for a hug. Oh, he wants to play now. Ron, how are you doing? Got one sat on my knee. She's going to come over. Hello, little one. Doom. Where are you going? Ron, how's you? I was thinking about you this morning. You alright? One's trying to do the old crawl up in the armpit. The other's trying to compete. Well, licking my arm. Check out my hair. Not armpit hair. But if I had to pick one out of this litter, I don't know who I'd pick. I really don't at all. My little personalities are starting to come out. Hello, little one. Are you wanting to play? And you want to play? There's just so many little personalities. Look at her. It's just a pile of cuteness. He's just been fed. And big old Brucey bonus. I feel sorry for them because he likes to sit on top a lot of the time. Well, he's that much bigger and that heavier compared to most of them. So this little one's wanting to play. It's nice gentle playing at the minute, but I don't think it will be for long. And they've got that little tickle reflex. Will she do it? You gonna do it? She's actually got a really long tail. Okay, now lots of fun. T-Rep, I don't know, but I need a vat full. You don't want to reach Colette, no bother. Do you know what? This little girl with that little tiny white blaze on her forehead is daughter and pretty much everyone's favourite. And because she's a little... Oh, there's Bruce as well. That little girl, just sticking her head out there. She's a little character and a half. You want my hug again? They're enjoying learning to climb. Yeah, her. She's just that tiny white line just up her forehead. She's darkening down quite a lot. I've got one chewing on my arm. That's daughter's boyfriend's favourite. He just cuddles up with him. Look at her, she's trying to chew. Chewing the face off Bruce. Last night she was going around every single one trying to wake them up. Little Miss Pink Collar. Hello, baby. She's like one of the Andrex dogs, but she's not a golden retriever. She's a Labrador. Old mechanic, how you doing? Her coat's ridiculously soft, and this one is like a little polar bear. Hey, lot. It's her making all the noise, I think. Lots of fun. Well, you lovely lot, my battery is going to die, I think. And I'll let her up. Hey, little girl. And that little man, he's still going at it on his mum. He's managed to get it all to himself. Where are you going, Mrs.? But I love this mat, but the issue... Ooh, don't tell me I use a clean one. The issue with this mat is some of the bones on the design are a bit questionable. Zaxon, how you doing? Pile of puppies. Oh no, she's groaning. Doesn't help that she's trying to chew her face. Stop biting her. Off. And chew my finger. No teeth yet. They're a little bit of a way off, but they're starting to chew. Look at her. She's gone for my arm. Any need. Oh, behave. She's got a jaw right around my wrist, trying to bite. She's trying to nibble. Lots of fun. Jack, out. She'll tell you off. Out. Exactly. Hang on, right, I'll try and lay them out without waking them up too.